Fine. It's fine. You've seen it before. I timed it poorly. Anyway, we're off. So, got lineups here from Throw and Anime. We're taking a Kremlin and Ohio for Throw with Kath and Killiban. They're also going to be running a Des Moines, a Nevsky, two Stalingrads, a Kleber, a Shimakaze, and a Smolensk. Anime, on the other hand, are taking a Grozovoy along with a Smolensk, so 2 DDs, 3 DDs, along with a Petropavlovsk and a Nevsky, and a Venezia, Salem, Des Moines, and they are also going to be mirroring the battleship setup of Ohio and Kremlin. So after a look at the initial deployments here, we're sending the Kleber into the B cap by the look of it. On the other side, the Smolensk is going to head into the B cap, while the Grozovoy is going to be heading up towards the C end. The Shimakaze and the Des Moines look to be going to be completely left alone up here on the A cap. Or the Petropavlovsk, which got a really bad... Where are you going? Where are you going? Interesting. Smiling on the throw team is going to be heading down here. They're going to be contesting C. It looks like we're going to have a rather large brawl over here, considering we have both of the anime battleships heading towards anime battleships. I think I've seen that film. Wait, something about Yamato in space. We're going to have two Stalingrads to head them off, followed up by the Kremlin, whereas the Ohio Killiban is going to be heading north. So this could be interesting. Jobsy dumping torpedoes. Not really going to do much, but you know, always worth the RPF talk just to see if you can get something lucky in. Oh, we have our first shots out. And we have a radar out from the Smolensk. The Kleber is spotted, you have to evacuate. Shots in from all over the place. Nothing hits. Meanwhile, the shot's gonna be hitting. Could have been worse. Getting slightly worse. Getting slightly worse. Oh, yeah, he's been chunked pretty hard. Oh, they're still coming. Right, well, they have a Petropavlovsk in a very interesting position. Not sure how it's gonna turn out, but you know, we'll see. Meanwhile, Grozovoy vs Smolensk happening over on the C cap. Spaced out. Shimakaze torpedoes heading towards Petropavlovsk, not really going to do much. Expecting him to came out there, but he's actually just parked himself down here. I did see a radar there, I'm not sure who by, but a radar happened. Smiling torpedoes towards Grozovoy, looking pretty decent actually, he might take one. Lovely. And send the Kleber around and back him up, so they might try and go for a fight at some point soon. Jobsy dumping torpedoes down towards the Des Moines Salem. That's gonna be quite a painful thing to push into. Luckily, they're not planning on pushing into it by the look of it. Up on the north, they've managed, Throw have managed to take the air cap, rather contested. Which is a little kiting force here. The Venezia looks like he's gonna have no interest in actually pushing up there at any point. They're sending the Smolensk over there to reinforce, and the Ohio has just parked themselves nicely outside to punish anything that gets spotted. Or get punished. We'll find out. Meanwhile, Brox has taken big chunks, got himself caught out badly and lost half his health for it. He does have a couple of heals, but you do not want to be losing that health. He's on fire, but he's not really in danger of anything else to get spotted. Oh, he's still going down. He's going down. Is he still spotted? I think he is still spotted. I know he's not. He's no longer spotted. Right, well, that's that is not a comfortable trade to make. Losing 80% of the health on you to try, even if you can heal it, in return they've done a fair chunk on the Nevsky, but again, he can heal it. Got a lovely little smoke screen to hide him for now. Anime have taken a 2 cap advantage and really can't do much to contest this cap anymore. The Nevsky and Grozovoy are going to force them out because the Kleber is just going to get outspotted very easily And then as soon as the Kleber spot, he's going to be like, "Hey Nevsky, can you radar please?" And the Kleber's going to get punished. They cannot get into the, they can't, like, you cannot push into this. That is 4 radars that are covering you. Wait, 3 radars, because that's it. That's, again, Grozavoy, not Nevsky. I mean, not a small. I'm struggling. Meanwhile, over here, the Venezia did take a chunk and is using his smoke screen, so he must have been spotted by friendly Shimakaze of Kai there. Ooh, Sky, are you gonna eat some torpedoes? You are gonna eat one. Just the one. That's still quite a chunk. Grozavoy torps. I mean, oh, it's a small on top. That hit a lot harder than I expected it to. And they are also losing their 3rd cap. Throwing need to do something. They cannot allow this point bleed to continue for too long. But they really can't do very much at C, and they have nothing in position to contest B, and they're being forced out currently from A as well by the small one, who just goes, "Hey Shimakaze, oh, you're going to spot me? Okay, I will radar you." And then you have a Venezia for support who's just going to go whack. And it'll be a very painful experience for everyone involved. Sky pushing forward to try and get the radar on the cap, I think, there. Or is Sky just, you know, a bit of wiggling? He's taking a very aggressive position, quite far away from this rock, which a lot of times would rather stay like back here, but Sky's quite far forward. Well, Nevsky has been taking some chunks, and so has the Kremlin. Like, the Kremlin's been farmed down quite effectively over here. He's lost 50% of his health, and I'm not even sure what to. He must have taken a torpedo or two, or just got heavily farmed by the Stalingrads, but it doesn't look that likely. Torpedoes towards the Ohio over here. And towards the Venezia. Oh, Venezia, are you about to eat one? Yes, you are. It's quite a chunk as well. And we're on the Ohio too. Nice. Kai's doing some work, putting the torpedoes out. We have another engagement over on this side between the destroyers. This might be the death of Brox. If they could see Brox. Apparently they can only see the Kleber of Dropsy. But they did take a massive chunk out of the Grozavoy. Again, he has heals. The Dropsy should be able to just wiggle his butt around and get safely out of there. A bit of a stalemate at the minute, and points are still heavily taken in Anime's favour. They do have income from the B cap, but they are taking C. So, you know, I wasn't expecting them to be able to make such plays over here, but you know, let's just oh, goodbye Nevsky. Where did your health go? That was unexpected. 2 Stalingrads are both like. These two should not both be on 50% health each. They are not being focus fired effectively. You know, that could be 1 dead Stalingrad. Instead you have 2 half-health Stalingrads. And I would rather have 1 dead Stalingrad than 2 half-health Stalingrads. But, you know. Another radar over here. This time, Kremlin shooting HE. The Kremlin must be running very low on damage controls if they're telling him to switch to HE. Sky, you gonna take more torps? No. Good job. Kleber and the Smart One's combined gun power are going to absolutely destroy this Grozavoy, and there he goes from the Stalingrad as well. That is good. that should have been an easily held cap. I'm not sure how things have gone so horribly wrong over here for anime, but here we go. It's starting to look pretty good for throw. They've managed to take both the A and C caps back. Meanwhile, they've managed to lose a lot of map control for anime. They do still have the B cap, but that's not really going to help them too much considering they're down 2 ships and 2 caps. Now the onus is on anime to try and make a move to catch back up in this game. I'm not really sure whereabouts they're going to do it. They could try and make a play on the 2 destroyers over here, but there is an absolute punishment waiting for them from these 3 ships. If these try to make a play, they need to be very, very careful about it. These could be some dangerous torpedoes. They are smiling torps. Each one doesn't do that much individually, but I think 5 of them might do slightly more than something. Des Moines Legendary Module reversing in progress. 1 torp. 2, 3, 4. That's a very big chunk of the Des Moines, and that is it's not looking good for Anime's C flank. Meanwhile, Ohio torpedo beats. How did Killiban get here? I have many questions. I'm just flying around the map here, and then it's like, oh look, there's an Ohio in the middle. You must have been there for a while. We're about to have a meeting of the minds.
The enemy is about
It
to win.
depends on the upper bow there. This is an icebreaker bow, so like the top part of the bow, pennable. Bottom part, just bounce. But Killiban knows what he's doing. He is an American battleship main, even if Montana has been nerfed into the ground. Oh, the torpedoes again. The torpedoes! That's a dead Salem, doing a lovely best get down Mr. President for the Des Moines. And now this Des Moines is just going to be left to the wolves. Kleber and the Smarland will absolutely eat him alive. Also, there's a Kremlin coming as well. This Des Moines isn't very long for this world. But, on the plus side, at least they're capping here. Oh, is this happening? Did somebody not use a ramming flag? Did he use a ramming flag? He did use a ramming flag. But just shy of killing Mr. Killivan there. All of that damage is now healable though. Torpedoes, all missed. More torpedoes from the Smaland RPF torpedoes. I mean, the Smaland doesn't really want to be trying to get into a torpedo fight with this Shimakaze. If anything, he should have been gunfighting Kai a while ago. You Doom, very low health, but I don't think there's anyone in position to capitalize on it. Meanwhile, we just have Brox and his Smaland absolutely bullying the Kremlin. You're not long for this world, Mr. Kremlin, are you? Oh, Mr. Des Moines. Des Moines finally dies to the Kremlin secondaries. They did manage to kill Brux's Smaland though, but I don't think it really matters at this point. Stalingrad kills the Kremlin, and then we're down 6 kills to 1. 3 ships versus 8 ships. It's 2 caps down. It's not going to go very well, is it? guy with the radar trying to pick up this little small, and it does catch him in it.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Torpedo's gonna miss on Des Moines. Alright, might still burn down. Smalin's DPM is actually quite monstrous. Like, you have no problems gunboating Des Moines at that kind of range in a Smalin. You have the very powerful engine boost, which is, I think it's 25% max speed, so you can do all the engine juking in the world like that. Just like, oh look, your shells are coming towards me, let me just press W slightly and stop. It's basically the old Henry meta, but in destroyer form, with a radar. Kai is just trying to protect his Des Moines, but I think it might be too late for Sky. It's not really the biggest issue in the world. Kilibin has healed up quite a lot from his little adventure with this Petropavlovsk. He's now up to all of that health. He is in an Ohio 1v1. Well, I say 1v1. There is also Kremlin there. Anime have picked up the Alpha Cap. It's probably still a bit too late for that to matter. Unless this Ohio manages to like multi-kill Yadum, the Kleber, and I don't know, something else. I don't think there's gonna be much he's done. He's saved all of his health, you know, for the end game, and there's no end game to be had. He's being cross-topped into oblivion right now. 1, 2. Some lovely floodings. Kleber's opening up with the guns. The Kremlin's just burn. That's a very dead Ohio. And a successful map 1 victory to throw. Well, if we go back to the best of 3, we will see the next map is going to be Northern Waters, and this time it's going to be Anime on the Northern Swan. So, score 1. Let's update that. Let's switch the teams for our next map. I'll play you the Northern Waters map intro.
Off the North African coast, an arid expanse of...
That's the wrong map intro. 1 second. Sorry, I'm new. Northern Waters, apply.
In the southern Arctic Ocean lies an archipelago of Caledonian granite. Frigid and foreboding, these frozen rocks and sparse fauna will shortly become unwilling witnesses to the rigours of naval combat. This is Northern Waters. Northern Waters is a 42 by 42 kilometre domination style map with 3 cap points running in a line from west to east. The Alpha cap is on the left, Bravo is in the centre, and Charlie is on the right. Capture Area Alpha is isolated from the map centre by 2 large islands along the eastern edge. These islands provide limited cover for radar cruisers who may want to deploy nearby, while a narrow channel connects the cap to the middle of the map. In the centre, Cap Bravo contains hard cover in the centre for intrepid destroyer captains hoping to secure control. Just like the Alpha Cap though, there are islands along the eastern edge that provide at least some cover for radar cruisers to defend from. The scattered islands in and around Cap Charlie create challenges on both offence and defence. Not only do they constrict the movement of battleships in the area, they provide places for lighter units to take shelter behind and launch ambushes from. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Northern Waters.
waiting for the teams to ready up their new ships. Like some of them had to go like set their ships back up. Obviously, like rotating captains about that kind of thing. Let's have a quick focus on things that I think that anime could have done to improve their chances on that one. They had 3 radars contesting 1 cap. Wait, was it 3 radars or 2 radars? Either way, they had the Des Moines, the Salem, and whatever else, and they had control over it, but they still somehow managed to get the destroyers in a position to get themselves really, really badly hurt. They could have easily capped from near the Salem and the Des Moines. They didn't need to send the Grozavoy so deep towards such a destructive pair of destroyers. That really didn't help them. The Petropavlovsk positioning was interesting. I'm assuming he was positioned there to try and get some sort of crossfire on the 2 Stalingrads that are up north. Didn't really work out. He just ended up kind of just sat there and took a lot of damage in the process. I think maybe he was like meant to go into the cap and like hide next to the island, but it just didn't work that way. Why is Team Alpha set as the winner of Tears of the Desert? Oh, hang on. That's wrong. Hang on, that's wrong. Let me go fix that on the overlay. That'll be Team B. Apparently it doesn't swap. Apply? Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I fixed that. So, yeah, that's... And on the A cap, there was only really up against the Ohio, the Shimakaze, and the Des Moines. And that Des Moines was taking a peppering. If they had sent a little bit more muscle, maybe if they'd reached up for the A2 island, they could have had complete control over that cap and then collapsed around the back of them. They had a superior numbers of ships. They did have the Petropavlovsk there. He could have easily repositioned, rotated through with the push, but like a Des Moines is it's a potent DPM monster, but it's not going to hold back that entire flank, especially when you have a big scary battleship. Actually, no, both battleships were on the other side. Yeah, they sent 2 battleships to one side and did nothing with it. I have questions. I have many questions. We're still waiting on the players to hang back up. One second, let me see what's going on. I just typed on Discord at some point. So, the person running the giveaways for you. I've just pressed a button and it's changed the overlay. I was typing in Discord and it's just like, oh no, we're going to that scene. Oh yeah, we'll go. Tell you what, yeah, let's have a look of what other games have happened so far. Well, waiting. Maybe like if I was a professional caster, I would know this is the kind of thing that you do to fill time. We shall have a look at the tournament page. Where is the tournament page? Tournament.com. Sign. This is a learning experience for me as much as it is for the rest of you. Like you can all learn about how bad I am at casting King of the Sea, and I can learn how to cast King of the Sea, and we'll all learn together. The qualifying stage 2. So far we had Shen take game 1 over Brothers. What the hell is that? Brothers in Boats. Okay, Bib. We had Snek take game 1 over BTTW. Liu take game 1 over Wolves. Spoilers, sorry. Davey take game 1 over NMA. And Throw take game 1 over Anime, which we all just watched. Other games in progress is IRN versus Pani Yu. And Yuzu versus Tia. And Wargaming Pay to Win versus Circa. Wargaming Pay to Win and Tia were both in the group with Axis, so very curious to see if they win these games, because I bet this is just for my own curiosity about whether Axis would have got knocked out too or not. Like, help. We're supposed to be in the second game right now, but we're just waiting on the anime players to get themselves back into the training room. They're all just sitting here and, you know, it's fine. We'll get here. We'll get here eventually. Everybody's, you know, everybody wants to see this game. I want to see this game. I want to see the wonderful strategies that have been invented to play on Northern Waters. Sorry, this is just a bit, you know, technical. I've got something like, you know, I'm not used to filling data. Yes. But I'm just talking to somebody in DMs now. Right, sorry about that. We have now got most of the anime players back in the training room. Sorry, it's alright. It's alright. Everybody's new. Everybody's learning. Everybody's panicking. Just, you know, some moderate learning processes. Players are just readying themselves up. Really? Still waiting on the last two anime players to ready themselves up. Oh, apparently we got raided by TC3 at some point. Okay. Oh dear. Thanks. Thank you for the raid, TC3. About 10 minutes late. But yeah, thank you. Alright, just one more player to ready up, and then we'll be into the second game. I'll tell you what, I'll just play the map intro video again. Hopefully they'll be ready again. That's the wrong button. That's the right button, but yeah. This is the other right button.
In the southern Arctic Ocean lies an archipelago of Caledonian granite. Frigid and foreboding, these frozen rocks and sparse fauna will shortly become unwilling witnesses to the rigours of naval combat. This is Northern Waters. Northern Waters is a 42 by 42 kilometer domination style map with 3 cap points running in a line from west to east. The Alpha cap is on the left, Bravo is in the center, and Charlie is on the right. Capture Area Alpha is isolated from the map center by 2 large islands along the eastern edge. These islands provide limited cover for radar cruisers who may want to deploy nearby, while a narrow channel connects the cap to the middle of the map. In the center, Cap Bravo contains hard cover in the center for intrepid destroyer captains hoping to secure control. Just like the Alpha cap though, there are islands along the eastern edge that provide at least some cover for radar cruisers to defend from. The scattered islands in and around Cap Charlie create challenges on both offense and defense. Not only do they constrict the movement of battleships in the area, they provide places for lighter units to take.
It's fine. We're fine. We're at the next game. Oh, this is a very good experience. Very good experience. It's fine. I'll get a co-caster for tomorrow, and I'll have somebody teach me how everything works properly. Right, so let's have a look at the compositions. We have a Yamato from anime, along with Kremlin, 2 Des Moines, Nevsky, 2 Stalingrads, a Gearing, and a Smarland. Probably going to be using this Gearing to try and smoke one of the Des Moines down to here. That's what we used it for, but yeah. Other side, Thrower bringing both an Ohio and a Kremlin, so, you know, if it gets to a battleship brawl, I think these have the advantage. But Yamato currently, along with the Expert Marksman Bug, definitely a viable pick. We also have a Des Moines, a Nevsky, 2 Stalingrads. I'm disconnecting, great. Nope, nope, we're not disconnecting. We're having a remake. Okay. Sat there reading the team comms and just like, oh, well, I'm disconnected from training. Oh, right, we're exiting. So, sorry, let me just get back on the map screen till we go back in. So, I tell you what, I'll play the rest of the bloody map video. No, I can't. Let's put it on the map screen. But yeah, so expect to see pushes towards the islands on the 1 line, get some map control down there. Expect to see pushes around, you know, the A cap seems to be where the majority of teams will do their push. The seaside is generally a kiting flank, and you want to just like try to bait the enemy into you. It's really difficult to push through those islands. It's possible, it's just not very comfortable because you can get ambushed from many sides. Right. We're back in, so let me just switch you back to the right scene and learn. I'll learn. Yeah, we didn't break it this time. However, we will. Look for a pub on the islands. Nope, no pubs. No pubs. Just time to look for TC3. Oh, hang on. That one's definitely a pub, TC. I'll meet you there. That one there. Little brown one. Definitely a pub. We're down there. But yeah, as we were saying, alright, let's have a look at the composition. We have a Kleber, a Smarland, and a Shimakaze from Throw. The Kleber you use for its speed. You say, I'm going to a cap as fast as possible, and I am taking that cap. So you can get a super early cap in with a Kleber, especially on this map. You ram it into this island here, and you cannot be shot over, especially not early on. Like, you would need to get very deep past here to get shots on a destroyer behind there, or very deep around here. And if you try to get those positions, it is very painful because you have a wall of battleships and Stalingrads who just say nope, nope, nope. So let's have a look, see if Jobsy does get himself in here. Yep, Jobsy going in there. Smarland going to take over C, and he's going to be countered by the other Smarland, so that's going to be a pretty gruesome fight when they eventually radar and spot each other. Like, the Smarland can stealth radar, and it has a 6.1 concealment. Against any other destroyer, you're going to be trying, like, you're not going to try to stealth radar each other, because if you try to stealth radar each other, they'll just counter radar, and you'll both play your radars. If you're expecting to be able to charge in and catch them, you want it to guarantee that you have forces. You want to have sure that all of your teammates are ready for you to get in this fight, because it's going to get very messy very fast. We're taking a Nevsky and Gearing over here. So, how deep are they planning on playing this Nevsky, I'm wondering? Like, usually you would take a Des Moines over here and you would drop a smoke screen over this way, and then you would lock down this island along with complete control over this cap. There's very little you can do to dislodge a parked cruiser from behind this island unless you charge a battleship all the way in, and that battleship has to survive whatever else coming with it as well. We'd have some early shots out here. Kath just gonna bounce some shells and get farmed a little bit. Doesn't take very much damage, he's fine. That's not Kath, that's Cans. Sorry. Kath's on the red team. We have a bit of a brawl going on between the Stalingrad and whatever the hell else is meeting. Stalingrad fight. Oh, big chunks on the Stalingrad. Oh my lord. That is not how you, that is not a good idea. That Stalingrad is completely useless to his team now. He's gonna park behind. He's lucky to still be alive. Is there any more shots coming in? He's alive for now. Ooh, he is still shooting though. Like there's gonna be cross maps coming in from this from this Ohio. This Ohio has no problem just going like, you know what? Look, there goes the spotter plane. Kilibin is going for the shot on that Stalingrad. I can tell you right now. Meanwhile, this Smarland is also absolutely getting murdered. He's got himself caught behind the rock and he's parked up. He's getting farmed by the cliff and he's dead. Brox and Kleber just absolutely murder that Smarland. This Stalingrad, the shot's out from Kilibin. Oh, he got very lucky to not get punished there. Kleber's just gonna be like, you know what? I'll do it myself. Oh, that's a Smarland, not the Kleber. Sorry, I was fooled by the coloured traces. But that is not how you win a flank. They have now got a Yamato and a Des Moines left out in the open. There is absolutely nothing they can do. So they need to make this push on A work, and they need to make it work fast. Because you have got all of this, and this is it. This is your force. This is your fighting force. You have a bit of help from the Kremlin, who is in the Stalingrad position, which I'm very confused about. He's got... There goes the Stalingrad finally. They need to do something here and fast, because there's nothing that can be done over on that flank. It is absolutely dead. Des Moines needs to run. The Yamato needs to run. The Yamato and Des Moines, they're just going to get farmed or blapped if they get spotted. And the Smarland and the Kleber will just be like, you know what? That looks like it's something I can take a piece out of. I'm going to go do that right now. The Kleber can just rush himself over here and be like, okay, I'll just catch up with you. Like, Kleber's magical ability is teleporting. So the Kleber can just get himself over there and rush that. They do have the Stalingrad over there, but the Stalingrad needs to help this push. The push which appears to have just stopped. You need to get yourselves out of here as fast as possible. However, you are pushing into a Nevsky who's just like, alright, I'll kite you for the next week, it's fine. And an Ohio who'll be like, okay, you're a light cruiser, I'll just eat you alive. Des Moines? Ooh. Des Moines has got himself into a nasty little crossfire between the Nevsky and the Kremlin, and if he tries to come out, there's an Ohio there waiting for him. This may be a very dead Des Moines very fast. This is just definitely not going for anime. This is looking pretty comfortable for throw at this point. I mean, there's still chances for it to. There's still chances. They need to get this push rolling and fast. Instead, they're yeah. He's in a kiting position on the pushing flank, and it's not really going to do him very good. All they have to do is like, all right, we'll go dock. It's fine. We'll just stay undetected. There's nothing you can do. You have to come to us. You have to come into our superior numbers. Not entirely sure what happened to the Yamato, but I'm assuming he just got bombed a lot. The radar out from the Des Moines, trying to pick out the Smarland. Oh, a big hit from the Kremlin on the Des Moines, who was in a kiting position. He needed to be a lot more kiting though. They are going to catch the gearing as well. Smarland is absolutely going to start murderizing him, and he's got help from Jobsy. This Smarland and Kleber combo will absolutely decimate a destroyer. If you get anywhere near these two, you, like, I don't care what you're in, you're going down in a destroyer. Oh, Brox is taking massive chunks for it. I think you need it to be a bit more wiggly than that, mate. With that 30% engine boost, or is it 25? I'm not sure. Either way, your emergency engine power, you need to do a bit more wiggling. Finally get the gearing. Burns down from this fire from Brox. And now we have a calf lodged into the island. But it's a Kremlin. Kremlin goes where he wants. Kremlin just sits there. It's like, okay, my job is to sit here and take as long as possible to die and really hurt you while I do it. The Des Moines over there is very much screwed. He is getting pushed up the back by the Ohio. So the pushing flank is now being pushed. The Nevsky's decided, right, screw that, got him off. The Des Moines had no chance. He was screwed a while ago. And now they have a Kremlin who is being left to the wolves as well. The Ohio's going to come up the back, Kleber's going to come up the front. He's either going to eat broadside from the Ohio or he's going to eat torpedoes from the Kleber. And either way, that does not sound like a very nice time for Mr. Kremlin. And that Kremlin too. Alright, let's watch Jobsy and his perfecting the art of the YOLO. Kremlin's guns, not even looking at him. He's resigned himself to his fate. Wait, what? That was weird. And now we have a 3 cap advantage per throw. This is getting capped. These they're just gonna sit there and there's, what do you do? What do you do? You've been forced out. You have a Nevsky who is terrible at pushing because it's a light cruiser. You have Yamato, who is equally terrible at pushing because it has the massive weakness of its cheek citadel, which makes it just you cannot get to close range fights. You will lose the trades with the battleships. You have a Stalingrad with no health, no position to push, and you have a Des Moines who is going to be pretty soon getting crossfired by 2 Stalingrads, and a Kremlin, and Ohio. Yeah, it's going to be quite a painful experience for everybody involved. Yep, we have Brox just decided, right, this is over, I'm going to open up. Not normally a fight you'd want to take in this double radar. Just, you know, it's like, oh look, we have all the radars. Let's just use them all just to flex. So that is the 2nd game in a row for Throw, and they will be proceeding to the next round. So we will set Team 2 as the winner, and look at the fanciness. Throw win this best of 3. I'm assuming there's some sort of giveaway is going to happen in chat now, so just make sure you get yourself into the raffle to get yourself, I think it's a set of resource containers, but don't quote me on that, I haven't actually asked. I'm sure one of the moderators will let you know what's in the containers, because I'm sure they'll find out by now. Right, I'm going to go set myself up for the next map. I'm just going to mute myself while I do it, and I'll just leave you on this screen while I figure out